What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Lyf TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of Ready to Love. This is episode 4 of season 3. I'm 2 weeks behind, I know. And it was my intention to give y'all episode 4 and 5 together as one video, but I talk a lot. And I realized as I was taking my notes and stuff like that, that there was no way in hell I can put this in one video. It has to be 2. So if you're here looking for episode 5, wait a little bit this afternoon and it'll pop up. It's going to be done before tomorrow's episode shows, right? If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that way you can be notified when all the videos pop out on this channel. I don't have a schedule. I don't have a schedule at all because I'm a full-time person. I work and I'm running 2 businesses and a household, so I don't have a schedule on when videos gonna pop out. I really don't. They just gonna come out as I watch them. So I appreciate all my lifers who have stuck around, because y'all know how twisted I am and y'all here for it whenever I put these videos out. I appreciate you. It is Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate. For those of you who don't fucking ruin it for the people who do. I'm just saying, we thankful around here, and I'm thankful for all my lifers for being on this channel. I really do appreciate you all. So let's go back to episode 4. Boss moves. Boss moves. It is week 2, and it is the men's turn to eliminate 2 women. Why we needed to have this in 2 separate episodes, I don't even fucking know, because the tea wasn't even that juicy. It wasn't that juicy at all. And I see a lot of hype going around about Alisha and Alicia's baby. I've been telling y'all about Alicia's baby since the beginning of the season, y'all. I mentioned it early on. The one I found out that Bryan had a baby on the way, and then one of my YouTubers told me, hey, Alisha got a baby on the way too. And I was wondering if the baby was Alicia's and Bryan's together. That's what I've been wondering. Okay, so if you are on the comment section and you shocked that Alisha got a baby on the way possibly, then y'all ain't been listening. Or like I said, you're new, so subscribe to the channel. Okay, so anyway, after all the hype, every fucking YouTuber in the world, Alisha got a baby. She was 5 months pregnant when she was filming. Alisha got a baby. She was 5 months pregnant when she was filming. Y'all, let me tell you where the rumor started. KG Smooth, the person that I call Blue, or I call Melvin because he looked like Blue from the Temptations from movie. That's why I call him that, if y'all didn't know. One person made a comment about Alisha being eliminated and she was pregnant while she was filming. That's what one person made a comment about. And then KG Smooth put on his Twitter, and like 5 months preggers. Okay, so he said Alisha was 5 months pregnant when she was filming this show. So after that allegation came out, because I think Dorlinda Tracy hit me up on Twitter, was like, hey girl, you see this shit, right? So I went on a manhunt for her damn Instagram account. I found it. And through her Instagram, she has a lot of body shots. A lot of them are pretty racy. I told y'all in the beginning during this casting special that I thought a lot of these cast members were fake as fuck. And the reason why a lot of these cast members are fake as fuck, because they all trying to be actors. Most of them are failed actors. Every last one of them are trying to be an actor or a model of some sort. Well, Alisha thinks she's a model. She may have got booked for a few things here and there, I'm not sure, but she believes she's a model. So she does a lot of racy photo shoots, nude shots in the bathtub, covered up by bubbles, skimpy little lingerie. You know, she's a thickums, but the girl look good. She got a, you know, she got a thick body, bada boom, bada bang. Like I said, she got a lot of body shots all over her Instagram. None of her body shots indicate that she was pregnant. And I'm sure y'all saying, well, Poetry, you can cover a pregnancy. It's real easy to cover a pregnancy. Okay, y'all said that this girl was pregnant, or KG Smooth Blue says that she was 5 months pregnant on the show while the show was taping. The show started filming at the end of March. I know because I'm the one that sent out, one of the people who sent out the casting call for the show, and I knew when they went into production. That was the end of March. If she was 5 months pregnant at that time, that means that she would have been 8 to 9 months pregnant around August. On her Instagram, all of her body shots that came out that I went back as far as November of last year to August of this year, okay, to cover the time frame of said pregnancy. Girl belly flat as a motherfucker. Like I said, she thicker than a Snicker, belly flat, okay. If she was 5 months pregnant when the show was taping, that means she would have got pregnant around November, December of last year. She would have been having this baby around August or, around August sometime. Alisha's very proud of her kids. I doubt very seriously she wouldn't hide her babies if she would have had one, okay, at that time. Now, when my source told me that she was pregnant, they said she was pregnant right now, the same as Bryan has a baby on the way right now, which was made me think it was the same. They was dealing with each other, right? So, from my calculations, she's pregnant right now. She wasn't pregnant back when the show was taping. Then it kind of got adjusted, saying, okay, well, maybe she was just 2 months pregnant when the show was taping. I don't think the girl was pregnant then. She's pregnant right now. And the reason why I'm saying this is because she did a panel with Claudia Jordan. She has like a TV talk web series thing going on. And 3 of the ladies on Ready to Love was on the show with a sex therapist or relationship therapist, Simone, Shay, and Alisha, which makes me think Simone is going to be one of the next ones to be voted off because, you know, Shay was gone and then Alisha was, yeah, that makes me think Simone is going to be one of the next ones voted off. Okay, so, rightly so. On that show, Claudia asked all the ladies, how are they faring during this pandemic? This show was filmed on October 16th of 2020. And it aired on, it was live on October 16th. You can go back and see the replay of it on October 19th if you go to the TV show where Claudia Jordan show is at. Okay. In the first 3 minutes, they talk about this. You ain't even got to watch the whole hour shit. You know what I'm saying? So, in that first 3 minutes, everybody else was talking about, oh, they were so tired of being in the house. Once the show was over taping, they was tired of being in the house. They haven't been able to really out go make no Ready to Love moves and nothing like that. The therapist was talking about how the fact that she was sick of homeschooling and yada this, yada that. You know, that's the thing that's been a struggle for her. And Alisha was like, shit, the pandemic been good to me. I got pregnant during the pandemic by some good big dick. Okay? Okay, if she was 5 months pregnant when the show was taping, like I said, that would have made her gotten pregnant around November or December. The pandemic wasn't even happening then. People was just starting to hear about C-19, and it was still overseas. It hadn't even made its way good into these Americas yet, I'm saying. Because I remember sending my daughter on a trip back in February to Boston, and I made her put on a mask then because I wasn't sure if the people that was coming on the flight was coming from overseas with her. So that's why she had a mask on then. So I knew it wasn't a pandemic then. It wasn't considered a pandemic until like April. This show was in production before the pandemic came into play. You know what I mean? So, she said she got pregnant during the pandemic, which means she wasn't pregnant 5 months pregnant when this show started taping. Okay. And from August, like I said, I researched her Instagram. She's very proud of her body. She considers herself a BBW model, this, that. As of August, she stopped posting full body shots. Only face shots. And in her face shots are getting fuller and fuller. Broader nose, thicker lips, heavier boobs. She already got big breasts, but they're getting heavier. If you look at shots with the cast from August on, her breasts are super huge compared to how they was on the show. Alisha pregnant right now. You cannot make me believe anything different. I was gonna reach out to her and ask the point blank period, but then I said, you know what? I'm gonna let it all come out in the wash because this is her shine. This is her moment, getting her name out there. This is what everybody on this show wanted to do anyway. Like I said, they all actors any fucking way. They all want to be actors any fucking way. This is a way for her to get her shine out there. Now, one thing I did notice though is that a friend of her cousins is suing her. I don't know what they suing her for, because she told her cousin to hit her up in DM, because I was real fucking nosy. I was going through all the comments and shit, right? And her cousin said, yeah, your boy, he tripping, he played me. You know, he's suing me though. That was 30 days ago from today's date that she posted up that her cousin's friend is suing her. I don't know what about. Maybe that's the other baby daddy, or what I'm saying, or whatever. But I don't know. That's on her Instagram account. It ain't alleged. She put that there. Her words, not mine. Okay, so, like I said, I don't think that she's pregnant on the show. And now if you go back to Twitter, KG Smooth, Blue, Melvin is backtracking. He gossips like a little girl to me. It's evident from how he moves on this show with other men. And if you follow his Twitter account, the commentary that he says or the things that he posts, KG likes to gossip. He runs his mouth and shit like that, right? So now he's backpedaling, pussy popping, and saying that he don't know that to be a fact. I gotta sneeze. It has to go in the tissue. You know what I'm saying? He backpedaling, pussy popping on Twitter and saying he heard somebody told him, or he heard somebody say. He wasn't necessarily have any concrete facts on this matter, but he had heard that she was 5 months pregnant on the show, and he cannot prove it one way or the other. So that's what he's saying on Twitter now. He's backpedaling all the way there. Every time somebody say, "What, KJ? What's that? You spilling all the tea?" He's like, "No, I'm not spilling no tea. This is what I heard. I don't even know that to be true. I'm not even sure if that's true. It's just something I heard somebody say." So that's what he's doing now on Twitter. So all you YouTubers out here who making videos talking about she was 5 months pregnant on the show, y'all might want to check y'all motherfucking selves, because that ain't the truth according to KG Smooth right now. Was something that he had heard, and the person whose post he retweeted did not say a time frame either. It just says it's funny that she was crying about being put off a dating show when she was pregnant, when she was filming. Like I said, I think the girl pregnant right now, and this is a thought. This is nothing that's fact. It's just a thought, and it's coming from a source as well, which was one of my lifers in the comment section. I don't know where she got her truth from, other than the fact that Alisha mentioned in the Claudia Jordan special or panel that she got pregnant while this pandemic was going on. And like I say, just based off of my research and my nosiness and shit, studying her Instagram account, her Facebook page, and her Twitter, she didn't look pregnant at all to me. At all. And, now, as of August, she is starting to not show full body shots, which means that she could be pregnant. Because like I said, you can see it in her face. And it's one picture that she got with the cast. The other women are kind of standing in front of her. Her boobs are hanging low, man. Like she hanging low. I was like, she might be now, or maybe about 2 or 3 months pregnant, if anything. That's my thought. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so anyhow, let's move on from there. Some of y'all asked me too, girl, why am I spilling tea this year and I didn't spill tea last year? Well, I don't have any real connections with the cast members this year. Last year, I made bonds with Tondi, Aisha, Divine, and Brent. I made bonds with them, and things that they shared with me. Because of the bonds we made, I decided not to share anything that they didn't ask me to share or they didn't want me to share. I don't have any connections with any of these cast members. I know me and Simone are Twitter buddies, and she has shared some information with me from behind the scenes that I'm not going to share, unless she tells me I can share it. But no, she ain't told me I can share it, so I'm keeping it to myself. I shared it with one other YouTuber who I know is, she's a good confidant as well, because she shares shit with me. But as a whole, I don't like this cast at all, so I don't find the need to want to make bonds with them. Me and Rashid, me and Danny, and me and Simone, I think all three of us are connected via Twitter, and that's the only cast members I'm connected with. But anyway, so I'm me talking about what I learned. I talk about because I don't feel like I'm really connected to anybody that like I was last year. So like I said, back to the doggone recap and review. They eliminated 2. I was hoping it was going to be Denice. But honestly, Shay and Alisha ain't really clicking with anybody that they have shown. Alisha has flirted with Bryan's old oily beard ass. But her forwardness is so thirst to me. It's thirsty as I was drinking this doggone water. That's how I feel about Alisha, the way that she has been approaching Bryan. But she did say she wants to be more aggressive. She's been waiting on Bryan to make the moves, but since he, slow poking and stuff like that, and he, spending more time paying attention to Alexis, she needs to let it be known that she's interested too. So she's being very forward with how she approaches Bryan. I just see it as thirst. And a lot of people said it was thirst because she was looking for a baby daddy for this new baby. I found that funny, but that ain't what I think the thirst is. Anyway, Alisha thinks that she's a whole, she's all that in a bag of chips. I think she's breadcrumbs. as far as like what she has been shown on this show. She hasn't really shown any substance to me. Neither has Bryan, for real. When he asked her what she liked about him, and she was like, you is kind, you is smart, and you is important. You know, that's basically what she said to him. Because like what she said, you smart, I like your conversation, you smart. He's like, I am? He was just as shocked as I was, because he wasn't sure that he was smart. I'm just saying. But that's all she can give him. So like they haven't showed us any more of their conversation for real that had any layers of substance, but crumbs for her crumb snatchers. I'm just saying. Okay, but Tommy tell the guys that, you know, he want them to look for chemistry, not just attraction. And there's a difference, and there truly is a difference. But let's be clear. These men are still thinking with their dicks, especially Jay and Bryan, especially prime examples. Anywho, Bryan, he was already warmed up his little ashy sounding hands to vote somebody off like he got revenge of the oily beard, you know, payback for David being kicked off. But with that in mind, I was like, Alisha, girl, you in trouble. You in trouble. Because Alisha is one of the reasons that David is gone. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, Confronts said his biggest chemistry is with Denice, but he hasn't spent much time with other people. He really want to do that this week, you know. But Naya, y'all, is one of the realest for me on this show. I love her energy. I am feeling this short Betty Boop hairstyle that she got going on. And Blue was like, you know, because you sensed that I wanted to kiss you yesterday. And so she leaned in and kissed him. You know what I'm saying? Okay, girl, I see you. I don't read that as thirst from her. I really didn't. I picked up genuine energy. But Blue was like, well, damn, girl, do it again. Do it again. You know what I'm saying? So we got Jay and Simone. They vibing. I was pretty shocked about this. But then I had to remember that she did snatch him away from Winter the other day on day one. And he liked that in her. He figured that it was a boss move, which is the name of this episode, right? So if I flash back to that moment and then I look forward at what's going to happen with Winter, Joy, and Simone, I could see this is why Winter confronted her. They needed Simone to know her place. You third in line for Jay. I need you to know that. Joy first, Winter second, you third in line. Just play your position. Don't try to put yourself in front of his eyesight. That's basically what they were saying to her. So in another boss move, Adriana, she came and she grabbed Kofani from Denice. She was like, excuse me, Denice, I'm going to take him about 5 seconds, you know, and they walked off. She says that Rashid is her normal vibe, but she is feeling Kofani. He's so different, and she want to give different a chance. I mean, I agree. Give different a chance. All of y'all have been picking what y'all think is y'all type all this damn time, and you're single right now. Your relationships haven't worked out. So how about give different a chance? So that's why she's gravitating toward Kofani. I still just don't understand the connection towards him at all. Period. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, Denice wasn't having it. Y'all know she was not feeling it at all. Her entire vibe went sour. A little bit more sour than she already has been. Now, Kofani, he had already told us earlier, like I said, that in confessional, that he needed to open up to more people than just Denice. So, of course, he had no issue with this. And I don't either. None at all. We are in week 2, people. Week 2. Remember, the first person got eliminated the first night. This is just week 2. Why the hell are these people staking claim on one another? They did this last year. This is a fucking dating show. A dating show. Date, people. Date. That's what you're here for, to date. Like week 5, around that time, that's when you can start narrowing down your options if you're still here. Okay. So, Alisha, Bryan, Edwin, they outside chatting. Like I said, Alicia's being very forward. She said to Bryan that she had plans to pursue him more aggressively. And she let him know that she was a little bit jealous of the kiss he had with Alex. I think Bryan's a thought bucket. I really do. Same way I felt about London last season. I think Bryan's a thought bucket. He's going to gravitate towards anybody who is feeling him. Anybody. And he going to feel it out. Now, that's not saying that he going to rock with them, you know. But he ain't blocking out no potentials. Not at all. Especially not in this beginning stage right here. Alisha feeds his ego. She strokes his ego. You know, thought buckets need their ego stroked. And so he likes that. You know, he always grinning and cheesing. And she complimenting him all the doggone time. And has he said one compliment to her? He told us he liked her smile. You know, her smile melts him. You know, he likes the way that she looks with them, you know, snuffling up against eyelashes. And said, y'all sisters with these extra long super eyelashes. Yes, girl, I am judging you right now. Why the fuck? Does it just make your face look like a artful masterpiece or something? Like I can see art. You're like a Art Nouveau, or you know what I'm saying, or couture type of look. But just for everyday wear, That's a bit much for me, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I barely wear makeup. Speaking of makeup, I have on one of my newest glosses. Bam, Boda Boom. This is a gloss. It's a lip gloss, y'all. And I created it. Matter of fact, I got my bowl right here. This is the color right here. I just mixed it up. Just whipped it up and had to put it on and test it out and stuff like that. Yes, that is coming out to my new line. This is my Galaxy series. This is a part of Supernova. I'm going to have a Christmas line coming out too. Everything should pop this weekend. Everything should pop this weekend. Just in time for Christmas holidays, y'all. Okay, so anywho, Joy and Denice, they out the next morning watching the men work out. Yeah, it's a glorious sight. She said she's like watching animals in the National Geographic, just getting it on, right? Confani is an Olympic trainer, so he's out there showing the fuck out compared to the other men, you know. And motherfuckers start doing pop-ups and like, I was like, good boy, god dog. You know, that's impressive. That was impressive. Okay, Denice says that she's going to start focusing more just on Confani. That's what Joy had asked her. But she is feeling Anthony as well. So she said she even may give Rashid a chance. I was like, what? Did she say she gonna give Rashid a chance? And then, but you know, honestly, she is attracted to Rashid. We have been saying it in our comment sections since the beginning. We smart over here on this channel. We smart down here as lifers. She's been saying it. We've been saying that she's been attracted to Rashid. He just reminds her of a man that she once knew. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why she acts a fool with him, because she reminds her of their ex. But she's attracted to Rashid. But that's all it in a nutshell. He just reminds her of the last dude that she was with that hurt her really bad. And Adriana is getting the pushback because she liked the same men that Denice like. They both are attracted to Rashid and Confani. I wouldn't be surprised if Adriana was attracted to Anthony too. Okay. So anywho, Joy is a shit starter. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I can. Joy is a shit starter. For sure. In this episode and the next one, I can see it. Her and Blue are the same person. You know what I'm saying? They good friends, remember? They good friends. You know what I'm saying? She probably is the one who told Blue that Alisha was 5 months pregnant while the show was taking. I wouldn't put it past her. Anywho, she brings up Adriana and acts like she was shocked that Adriana was offended by what Denice said during eliminations. Girl, Denice was being shady and everybody knew it. Stop it. And I noticed, like, even with the situation that was going to happen later on in the next episode with Simone and Winter, Joy was the one that was going around telling everybody in the house that Jay went into Winter's room. It wasn't Simone. Simone brought it directly to Jay. But when Winter approached Simone, Winter said something like, you got everybody in the house thinking that I'm loose, so you make everybody have an impression about me. No, Joy was the one going around the house telling everybody, girl. That was Joy, not Simone. Get it right. Okay, anywho, Joy is messy. She's messy. I don't know if y'all can't see it, but I can. Anyway, Simone, Denice, and Adriana, they get to have a pool date with Rashid, Edwin, and Confani. They started playing volleyball, and Denice was dominating the fuck out of that game, y'all. Anywho, this whole episode, y'all, is about shade and shaking up other people's energy that they like. You know what I'm saying? Denice pulled Confani to the side, told him she wasn't cool with him running off with Adriana later on in the show, right? Adriana has spilled the tea that Denice says that Rashid is a narcissist. She didn't have to say shit. He thought that Denice and her were cool. And I was like, Rashid, you green as fuck. Where in the world did you figure that you and Denice were cool at all? Like, I guess you really are that blind. Like, you got sold that bullshit at the same place that you forgot Adriana ghosted you. That's why you so attached to Adriana without tripping off the fact that she ghosted you back in the day. Well, Rashid said he needed to have a conversation with her to nip that shit in the bud, right? Anywho, Adriana's like, is this a colorist thing? You know, because I was wondering. Yes and no. I think yes and no. Denice has been hurt with somebody that looks like Rashid. He not only looks like him, he has characteristics of Rashid. She tells us this later on in the episode as well. So anybody that looks that way or has some of those qualities or characteristics, one of them being a tall, light-skinned frat boy, Denice is probably deflecting negative energy towards that person, no matter who they are. I do not think that it simply began with just him being light skinned, which is where the colorism will come in. But however, because of the raw emotions and the stuff that she went through with that tall, light skinned frat boy, when she sees another tall, light skinned frat boy with those same qualities, yeah, she's gonna put them in a box. Is that necessarily colorism? No, but there is colorism attached to it, because he could be a tall, dark-skinned frat boy and she probably wouldn't feel the same way. There's certain characteristics of that man that is drawing her to it. So yeah, I don't think that she was intentionally trying to divide dark and light skin, like how the conversation went. However, I do appreciate the conversation they had, because we as black people really need to stop with the colorism shit. You know what I'm saying? We really need, on top of that, you know what I'm saying, we need to stop trying to police other people's blackness. One of the things that Simone had got brought up was that somebody always keep trying to make her biracial. She's not. She's black. You know what I'm saying? They did the same thing with the fucking vice president, Kamala Harris. Now all of a sudden she's not black enough, so she ain't black. She Indian and she's Indian, she's Jamaican, she ain't black. Stop trying to police people's blackness. If she ain't fucking Rachel Dolezal, a motherfucker that ain't black for real, that's white, Caucasian, who is the other little motherfucking girl? Or Ariana Grande, a little white girl who trying to pretend that she Latino. Yeah, if they ain't doing that type of shit, stop trying to police what the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? Or what percentage of black that they can be. You know what I'm saying? Stop that. We need to stop that as people. We really do. So anyway, Winter says she got chemistry with Jay, but since she sees him with Joy, she's wondering, should she even pursue it? Should she fall back? And I'm like, why fall back, girl? This is a fucking dating show. This is a dating show. Y'all know these women. Y'all have known these women 10 fucking days. 10 days, y'all. And y'all ready to sacrifice y'all potential happiness or y'all potential connection with a 10-day-old fucking friend. Like, it's a fucking dating show. And like, how many times I gotta say this stuff? Like I said, they did this shit last season. They even went so far to make a pact not to vote for certain people to get off the show, just so that one woman could link up with them, even though nobody else had a connection with them. And I see that they doing that again this time, because Naya brought up the fact that she was worried, she was concerned because she's made no connection with nobody else. And Chris was like, no, you ain't got to worry about nothing. That's what Blue told her. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Why shouldn't she have to worry about nothing if you're the only one she connecting with? Because evidently y'all have made a pact as well. The men did it last season too. They made a pact not to eliminate certain people, just so. That's how fucking Ashima made it so goddamn long. Wasn't nobody feeling Ashima but Dern. Come on now. Okay, anyway. Me and Kalfani, we got to understand it. I'm here to flow with the vibes, you know, make connections with as many people as I can. However, Denice and most of the women are already at the that's my man type stage, and I don't want nobody else. 10 days in. Hell, Denice said she ready to go into the ring for him and fight for him if need be. He was looking like, say what now? Y'all don't even know each other's last names, okay? So Edwin and Joy out there vibing, and Joy says she's been meeting with guys looking for a mama figure, you know what I'm saying, and a therapist. And although she's an advocate for therapy, she ain't trying to be nobody's therapist. Well, Edwin, he's diagnosed with PTSD. He's a former police officer, he's former military, and his PTSD battles are similar to mine. Y'all know I've been diagnosed with PTSD as well. The idea of death is something that really looms over me, and Edwin said the same thing. And up until 2 years ago, I didn't have no therapist that I rock with either. Like, I haven't seen my therapist since January. YouTube, doing videos, has actually been my therapy. I told y'all that before. Sometimes that I'm not feeling my best, I will log on and just record a video, and then I will feel better. Edwin cooks. That's what his therapy is. His therapy. Even though he knows that, you know, that one session he had with the therapist ain't all what it was supposed to be. He knows. So, question. All right, so I got a question for y'all. Alex mentioned that being with a guy and he turns his phone face down while they're together is a trust issue for her because she feels he has something to hide. How many of you agree with that? Like, I do that. I turn my phone over, but I do so because I'm trying to give somebody my undivided attention. And two, I don't want shit falling on my goddamn phone and cracking my screen. I'm telling you for real, okay? No, ma'am, Pam. So I don't think that I would necessarily trip off of a guy turning his phone face down unless it rings or it buzzes and he gets nervous. Like, who was that? Or he looked like this and his eyes widen up and he put the phone back down real quick and he slide it away from him like he don't want to be touched. Don't touch the phone. Then that's going to be a problem. What you hiding there, bro? What you hiding? So, or if they are on the phone all the time actively while they're with you without apology, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really gonna talk to her in front of me? That's how I be feeling then. Then that's a problem. But I don't necessarily think that, you know, somebody just turn their phone over is a sign of that they can't be trusted. Anywho, so y'all let me know what y'all answer is down in the comment section. And why is Shay on her, y'all? Like, nobody is vibing with her. You can't make me believe that all these cameras around this doggone resort and nobody has picked up Shay vibing with anybody. The one time that they showed Shay, she was motherfucking bartending, fixing drinks for people. That's what she was doing. She's been the comic relief of the show. But to me, I don't drink, so I know I'm finna judge. She seems like she's in drunk mode all the time. Because I do not remember her being this flighty that she is on that show, To Rome for Love. She wasn't this way. Shay seems like she is just tipsy all the time since she's been there on that doggone resort. I think she in trouble. Like Shay and Alisha. Bye. That's what I'm seeing is going. See you later, bye, girl. Well, not like I say, Naya seemed to think that she has some concern, you know. Winter, she said that she's not jealous of Joy at all, as long as she know her place with Jay, as long as she play her position. So she got concerns, and Jay like, well, let's talk about it then, you know what I'm saying? So they walk away from the pool and go to Winter's room to have a conversation. Well, when they do this, Simone steps out in the hallway, and she's like, why is Jay going into Winter's room half naked? Well, ma'am, they just came from the fucking pool. She was half naked too. She had on a bikini and a towel. Okay? Anybody that's in their right damn mind know they just came from the fucking pool. That's why he's half naked. But okay, I'm gonna digress and we gonna keep him on. She sees them, and like I said, she says, why is he going in the room with his shirt off? But she feels that she has caught him red-handed doing something wrong. So later on, she busts him out in front of Joy. But on Twitter, I said, damn, Simone, you gonna bust him out like that? And she responded back to me, because she had just kissed him herself. And now he was going off into the room with Winter. And she wanted to know what was going on. Okay? So when we see next week's episode, episode 5, and they having that conversation with Winter and Joy confront her and asking her, what did she feel like she had to achieve? I honestly felt this, what she was trying to achieve was trying to find out from Jay, what the fuck is you on, bruh? You just kissed me and now you finna sneak off into a room with her? That's what I got from it. Winter and Joy may have, you know, heard some of the blowback or even got it pulled in on it just a little bit. But the initial thing is, Jay, I see you, boo. I see you. That's what I thought Simone was doing. Okay, so we at the campfire and Denice brushes past Rashid. Did y'all notice that? You know, and he like, oh, my bad, excuse me. Why you pick that spot to go through, miss? She was intentionally being rude to him. That's why when she said earlier she was considering dating him, I was like, what? She is intentionally being rude to him. Adriana's like, every time she around, we got fucking tension. So since we all here, let me holler at her for a minute, right? So she brought up the narcissist comments from the other day. Denice basically said, you twisted my words. I didn't say it like that. This is what I said. No, Denice, yes, you fucking did. That's exactly what you said. Adriana did not put words into your fucking mouth. That's exactly what you said. But then it got switched over to Denice being triggered at the fact that Adriana grabbed Calfani. Like, you thought that was cool to do? You thought that was the right thing to do? We all said back in the day that if I'm calling dibs on this person and that's who I'm going to be with, and you leave them alone, you respect that other woman. I'm like, this is a fucking dating show. What are you talking about? We are getting to know one another. Okay? So yes, Poetry thought that was cool that Adriana did it. You know what I'm saying? She did acknowledge you first. She said, hey, Denice, I'm about to holler at Confani for about 5 seconds. I know that 5 seconds turned into a little longer than that, but you knew that was an exaggeration when she said 5 seconds. So, and Confani didn't turn away. He went right along with her. I know you already addressed him, but he had the same feeling about it that Adriana had about it, that I got about it. It's a fucking dating show. I'm trying to get to know people. Okay? So anyway, Denice say, you know, well, we supposed to be respecting each other with each other's dudes, and you don't give me no respect. And Adriana's like, I do give you respect, but every time I talk to you, you keep coming for me. And she like, it is what it is, or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And she does. Denice does come for Adriana. Anybody that says differently, I'm not sure what y'all looking at. She comes for that girl. She comes for her. But fuck that respect shit. Respect that that's the band that I want shit. It's a dating show. Like I said, how many fucking times I gotta say that? That's for the fucking birds. Girl, bye. Y'all remember what I Love New York? Y'all really ever watched that show? I think it was season 1. Wasn't it Chance and The Real? Them motherfuckers was brothers on the same damn show, vying for the attention of the same fucking woman. It's a dating show. Come on now. And I know you for 10 fucking days, not supposed to give a fuck about who you like. Get the fuck out of here. Too grown for that shit. Anyway, Denice went on to talk about the reason why she's a bitch to Kafani. Not to Kafani, to Rashid, or why she acts that way, or why she sees what she sees in Rashid. Not that she's a bitch, but I think she's a bitch. I do. I still do. I know, Dorlinda, you and Bonnie don't think so, but I just do. Anyway, she goes on to talk about that. And I hear a lot of people in a lot of different situations, y'all gotta say, you just gotta understand where she's coming from. You just gotta understand what she's been through. Y'all, 99.9% of the world done been through some shit. Okay? And for me, it does not give you justification to be a bitch to somebody when they have done nothing to you. And I could probably be more understanding if you were truly this way with everybody that you encounter, because your past doesn't change. Just because you meet poetry on the street and you meet, I'm gonna say Dorlinda just because I know Dorlinda and she does recaps and reviews on the shows. You meet Dorlinda on the street and you meet me on the street, but you treat me like a bitch. And you want to give me the explanation that you treat me like a bitch because of what you done been through in life. But you could be cool with Dorlinda. That's some bullshit. Denice, I ain't buying it. I understand what you've been through. I feel you. I hear you. I can relate to a lot of the shit you're talking about. But that does not give you just cause to be a bitch to somebody for no fucking reason. You've literally singled this girl out. You've literally singled Rashid out. Like I say, in Rashid's case, it's more of an understanding because he reminds you, he triggers you because of that reminder of somebody. What's your excuse for Adriana? Now, I know there was a lot of editing done in that whole conversation just because the flow of conversation didn't go smooth. I know there was a lot of editing. I understand that. But yeah, no, Denice, I ain't fucking buying it. Don't bring me your sad story just to justify you being a bitch to me. No, I ain't trying to hear you. It has nothing to do with the issues that you have. Okay, so anyway, Rashid is happy that Adriana was down, like, hey, to go speak on his behalf. Like, hey, she's a ride or die. She really stood up for me. And I could feel that. I did. Denise felt like Adriana had no place to step to her about what she said about him. And I saw a lot of reviewers agreeing with that. Like I said, Adriana really didn't have to say nothing. She didn't. I think that her reason for saying something was kind of twofold. Like I said, I think the disruption of energy, is in play here. She wished that Denice was gone just as I wish Denice was gone. However, we as women that I'm seeing, as I'm thinking as a general speaking, more days now than ever, that we always say we just want black men to protect us and advocate for us and stand up for us and stick up for us. So why is it an issue when we protect them? That's basically what Adriana did. She felt what Denice said was wrong, was an assassination on Rashid's character, and so she addressed it. They may not ever agree on it, not ever agree. She didn't keep it to herself. She didn't go behind her back, spreading it around to everybody around the room. When she brought it up, unfortunately, Elwin and Simone was there too when she brought it up to Rashid, but she did bring it to the person that was said about, and Rashid said he was going to address herself, but Adriana was feeling some fucking kind of way about that, I can't sit here and let you talk about my brother like that. Even if it's not a man that I like, but especially one that I do like, I can't vibe with that. So I'm gonna say something to you. I think it was appropriate for her to say something. I do, especially if I'm rocking with you, if I'm fucking with you. That's just like when we see abuse situations. Like, women will advocate day in and day out that a dude whooping a girl's ass is wrong. You know what I'm saying? But let a girl hit a dude, we gonna make up all excuses about why that motherfucker deserve it. Not me. I'm not that person. We want protection from them. We should protect our brothers too. I'm my brother's keeper. Fuck what you heard. You know what I'm saying? I love my black men. I'm my brother's keeper. And I probably would have said something to Denice ass too. I mean, and she said something like during the whole group session. So, you know, but I don't know what the fuck Joy was trying to get at. Joy's a shit starter. That's what I say. Joy's a shit starter. Anyway, so Joy and Jay were sitting there talking about the process, you know, the whole dating thing. And Joy says that, you know, she need to check herself. She got to realize that this is a process too. Jay need to do his thing. She can't be getting upset when she see him off with other people. And Jay was assuring her that when we together, we together. That's all you need to worry about. So Simone is like, hey, can I join y'all and stuff? And Joy like, you know, yeah, come on, sit down and join us. Something about the dates, it was hard. You said watching everybody navigate all the moving parts. Simone says to Jay, so speaking of moving parts, I saw your half-naked parts moving on in the winter's room. What's up with that? You know what I'm saying? Jay like, nah, we ain't talked to each other all damn day. You gonna ask me a conversation about winter? Now, that right there took me back to the Twitter comment. Now, Simone, when I posted up, you gonna bust out Jay like that? Your response was, just because he had just kissed you not long before, and now he was walking in the winter's room, and her room was right next to yours, so you was asking questions. What's going on, right? I felt you on that. I probably would have asked him too, like, what the fuck is up? You know what I'm saying? I know that you rocking with Joy for real. But ever since I snatched you away from winter, I didn't realize y'all was still vibing. So what's really going on? Now you went in her room half naked. I probably would have asked him the same question too, and I probably would have asked him for the Joy. Why is it supposed to be a secret? That's what she said. I didn't think this was supposed to be a secret. But the thing that got me about that conversation though, Jay said, we haven't spoke to each other all day. So Simone, did he just kiss you not long before he went into Winter's room? Or had y'all not spoke to each other all day? Because when he said it, you didn't dispute that fact. So you lying, girl? Don't lie to me, cuz. Don't lie to me. I'm just saying. Don't lie to me. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. So anyway, moving on. So Alisha and Bryan, they had hung out earlier that evening, and Alisha invited him back to her room. You know what I'm saying? She trying to get a little good. Fuck that what you heard. She wasn't trying to talk to him. She was trying to get a little good. That's what she was trying to do, right? Bryan told her he'll be right back. I'm gonna go to my room and I'll be right back. Well, what did Bryan do? Bryan moseyed his ass on down to Alex's room. Alex like, oh, what you doing here? He came on in like, hey girl, hey, kissing and well, who spots them? Shay creeping and tiptoeing through the hall like, girl, what's going on? She said she heard some noises. Some tongalingas. Some cunnilingus maybe? Some fellatio. What did you hear, girl? She heard some noises, some sexual excitement going on behind those closed doors. So what does Shay do? She runs and gets Alisha. I was like, oh, these some messy hoes this season. It was like some high school shit. She runs down the hallway and grabs Alisha and brings Alisha down there. Listen, girl. All you needed to know, Alisha, he didn't bring his ass back there to you. I'm just saying. Y'all, that's it. That's the end of episode 4. I told you this is long fucking winter. There's no way I could put episode 5 in here together. Y'all gonna get episode 5 later on this week. I mean, today. Later on today, y'all getting episode 5. And we're gonna be ready for the show tomorrow. Alright? Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being here. This is Being Ready to Love, Season 3, Episode 4. Peace.